This time around, like, she came completely early, and then, yeah, it was just the whole thing.
Did you try remoting it for it?
Yeah.
What happened?
She just, like, was still skeptical and still, like...
How high did you go?
Like 50.
Okay. I mean, we can go higher.
Yeah.
But there's more to that.
But then I don't want to scare the cleaning lady, because I can't explain to her, like, I'm promoting, I don't know, it's like the only person that she doesn't like, and I'm like, oh.
Well, now you got Google Translate.
I know I do that, but like in the midst of like Elsa barking at her, no, I do that. And then it was just horrible timing. Like I've been going up and down the stairwell just to like not deal with some of the crazy dogs in my building.
Sure.
And we came up the stairwell. My apartment door is like right by the stairwell, and she was like leaving right when I was coming back. I'm like, no luck today. And then she started barking again.
Well, there's an exercise that I have that covers the door.
Yeah.
That you said clients in the video to watch, and then I can explain what you do.
Okay.
Because for Elsa, like I know it's a cleaning lady, I know she's been going there since Elsa was little.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, Elsa's just like suspicious.
Yeah.
Right? Is that when you're remoting her, it's the suspicion that, like you said, like she's skeptical.
Right.
Like if that's not allowing her to just like understand, like, oh, okay, like there's something to be suspicious about.
Right.
So with this approach, it's an actual like communication of, okay, yeah, I know, but you can chill out now. You just relax.
Yeah.
So
Right.
so I can send that video to watch.
Okay.
And then if you want to do a Zoom, you can set it up through Maria.
Okay.
And then if you had somebody who could help, do like a knock or whatever.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we can see if we can set something up with Enrique, who's one of my trainers.
Yeah.
Because he's been doing home visits now.
Okay.
And then so he starts to learn like all that stuff.
Okay.
So, okay.
All right.
Anything else?
Nope.
So okay, obedience stuff is going good.
Yeah.
So we've covered so far. I know last week we did place, we did the recall, we've done stay, we did heal. Does she know down at all?
Yeah. She does lay down.
How well does she know?
With the remote. Well, I would say. But I don't want to try it and then have her not do it well right now. But
Okay.
I would say usually, yeah.
So did you teach her yourself with the remote to down?
No.
Did we do it?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
No.
Oh, okay. No, I thought you. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm confused.
Sorry, I'm thinking with the remote, she probably would respond well. It's definitely like a stubborn thing. Like
Gotcha.
she knows
But
what
we've
it
not
is.
formally gone over it.
Right.
Okay, cool. So let me have you with no remote here. Just like get Elsa to lay down.
Okay.
Okay.
Lay down. Like if I remote, she probably.
No remote, but just use your.
Elsa, lay down. No, lay down. Lay down. I honestly haven't done it with her for a while.
No, it's okay. I can see that she has some kind of concept because she did move.
Yeah, she doesn't like being told.
All right, so what we're gonna do is so that we'll cover it because it's just this and essentially like the formal sit to cover, and then we can just start practicing stuff to offload liability.
Okay.
So we're gonna go ahead and layer the remote over the down. It shouldn't be an issue because she does have an idea of it. She's just not fully like a good concept of it. Okay.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do here is we're not gonna use the word down. We're just gonna layer in the remote and we're gonna use pressure to guide her. Okay. So what you're gonna end up doing is you'll position yourself next to Elsa, and you're gonna take the leash and you're gonna put some, pull it up. So on Elsa's collar, you should feel a little bit of tension to where you create a little bit of a prep.
Right.
And then we're gonna start tapping. What's your number currently at?
31.
Let's go down to 18. Okay, so whenever we teach anything new, we always want to go down low. Okay, and I'm gonna have you go ahead and stand next to Elsa, and then I'm gonna have you put a little bit more pressure, about there. Okay, now tap, tap, tap. Keep your foot steady. Tap, tap. Let's go to 21. Tap, tap, tap. Hold right there. Tap. Keep your foot static, just how you have. Tap. Tap. 24. Tap. 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 Sorry. Tap. 27. Tap. Tap. Wait a moment. Tap. Wait a moment. Tap. 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 30. Tap. 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 Wait. Tap. Wait. Tap. 24. I don't think we had contact for a bit. Tap. Tap. Yeah, go take a little bit more slack. Good. Tap. 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 A little bit. Yeah, a little bit more. Good. Tap. 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 Wait a moment. Tap. Tap. 27 again. Tap. 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 30. Tap. 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 Wait a moment. Tap. Tap. Wait a moment. Tap. 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 Almost. Tap. Let's try 32.
Okay.
Tap. Tap. Tap.
More slack.
Yep. Can't tell if she's really feeling it though, because I don't see her neck twitching. Yep.
Just
Yep.
it.
34. Yep. Yep. Yep.
Haven't tight enough?
No, you got it. I mean, it's just, yep. Either she doesn't want to do it, 36, or just we don't have any contact. Yep. Tap. Wait a moment. Ease the pressure a little bit. There. A little bit more. There you go. Tap. 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 You don't have any treats on you, right?
No.
So typically, if the dog's got a concept,
Yeah.
they'll give in to the pressure. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to shape the command to the pressure. I mean, so we can write it out and make it happen. It just might take a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like she should know that this means like
Well, she shouldn't know, but we're teaching her to associate. Like the dog where she came from, like literally took like 30 seconds.
she's smart usually too.
So let's go back down. Let's go do 30 again.
Okay.
Yeah. So now we have contact. There we go. Yeah. Wait a moment. See if you can use your leash to pull to make her go the rest of the way with just the leash.
Okay.
Push her, keep your foot where it is. Push her butt down. She tensing up.
Yeah.
Ease up the front pressure. And then up tap into a sitting position.
Do it.
Up on the leash. Yeah. Okay. And then back to the foot on the leash.
Okay.
Good. Pick up some slack. There you go. Yep. Yep. 24. Yep. Yep.
She'll lay down, like when she's not supposed to.
When you're supposed to, yeah. I mean, it's not, so it can be a couple things. One, she doesn't, I don't want to say want to do it, because she really doesn't have the concept of what we're trying to teach, but she's not willing to give into the pressure to go in a downwards position. I've only had this happen. I can make the dog lay down. Oh, does she have her muzzle?
Look at how much I have.
I forgot about that. That's the main thing that I'm trying to dance around.
Okay.
Is I don't want her to nip at you.
Oh.
Or I mean, bite me too, but yeah, let's go ahead and muzzle her up. Duh. Why we got it?
We don't usually have it, but since we have a play date.
I was gonna make a joke, but I'll keep it to myself.
Alright, Elsa. Favorite thing. Oh, I took off the...
Oh, the middle strap?
Yeah. Good for not letting down.
Alright, you want me to do it? Yeah. Just go ahead and leave here. I'm gonna go down to 12. So I'm gonna do a little bit more here, see how she responds. Good girl.
What is their thing with not wanting to...
I mean, so I did it differently. I didn't use the pressure on the neck.
Okay.
I do the pressure on the neck with the client's break because that tends to be easier for them.
Okay.
But like I train it with my the pressure on the shoulders.
Okay.
But people tend to not do it correctly. Like they'll put their hand over here on the back, or they'll push like this, and I'm like, yeah, let's not do that.
Yeah.
And we're on 12. There we go. Good girl. That's why I get paid the big bucks. Right. Do a few more, and then we'll transition to the leash. Because now she just needs to learn what the answer is. And the answer is just to lay down. Okay? So we're at 12. Cap. 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 And a girl. Yeah. Right. I'm going to go down. I'm actually going to go down to 8 here. So when we're putting pressure on the dog to go in a down position, you always want to go lower, because higher will make them pop up. That's why we went down lower to 18. We went down even more because now we got good connection. 9, yep. Girl. And it's very like pressure down. Right, because I want the remote to be what signals her to go into the position.
Yeah.
So I'll do one more. All right. Back lower. Girl. All right, so now I'm going to transition. Hear about Starbucks?
Yeah, I saw the video.
Saw it on the video.
Yeah. They actually surprisingly got along pretty well. Starbucks is like sitting on top of her.
Yeah, I saw that. He's social. Like, it's just, he's not like the right off the bat, you know, golden retriever saying hello to everybody.
Yeah.
Right. And it's funny because when we had that session at the beginning, she's like, oh, he likes you now. And in my head, I'm like, until I do something he doesn't like,
Right.
which was take him away from his owner.
Yeah.
So then that's how.
Did he have a muzzle on?
No.
Oh, God.
But he bit me by the wallet, so I felt it, but it didn't bruise or anything.
Oh, okay.
Girl. I think it's just like her mouth a little bit. Yeah. 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 There we go. Good. So I'm just pairing the two things together. Both the leash and the hand at the same time. Right. I'll do one more, then I'll hand her over to you. And if you want to. These dogs squirrel them. There we go. Right. All right, so hand her to you here.
Okay.
Before you remove it. So what we're gonna do is
Should I remember?
so let's wait for these guys to clear out just in case they get
Yeah.
a good idea.
Okay.
What I'm gonna have is go ahead and lightly pull up on your leash.
Okay.
Yep. Good. And then I'm gonna have you go ahead and give that slack like you were earlier.
Okay.
And you're very lightly going to put pressure on her shoulders, and you're going down and back very lightly. Yep. Yep. And praise.
Yep. Girl.
We'll do that 4 more times, okay?
Okay.
Right.
Right. Wait, that way?
Down and back. Yep, there you go. Now praise.
Girl.
And when you put that pressure,
Yeah.
I want you to think like a feather.
Yeah.
Super light, where you can feel it on her body,
Yeah.
but not like
Yeah.
a lot of pressure. Okay.
Okay.
We'll try that. We'll try it a few more times.
Okay. Right.
Yep. There it is.
Okay.
Praise. 2 more.
All right. Right. Right.
Good. Good. There you go. That was a fast one. One
Yeah.
more.
Just put that on. Yeah. Okay. Break.
Very good.
Good girl.
All right.
Cool.
So what we're doing here is kind of like with the place command, where we have to teach her to go somewhere, trying to make it as easy as possible.
Yeah.
So it's place, and she just goes.
Right.
You can
What?
you can take them.
Oh, okay.
No, it's 'cause
The
that-
dog,
no.
the dog runs by.
Oh, this guy. This one's squirreling. It was the other dog that was coming through that was off leash that I wasn't too sure.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there's another one. This is off leash dog city over here. Oh, I see all the dogs over there. That's up to you.
Yeah.
Is we're doing the same thing. We're trying to make it as simple and easy as possible for her to just lay down. Okay. So that's where the repetition comes into play.
Yeah.
So like, let's say Elsa popped up after downing her. Like I wouldn't care right now.
Okay.
Because I'm just trying to teach her how to lay down in the first place. Especially like in the beginning when you saw like she had that trouble.
Right.
So I need to create that comfort first, and then once I can recognize, oh, you got it now. Like it's only a tap or two before you lay down.
Yeah.
Then I can start being more strict on those things. Okay. So we're gonna do a few more, and then we're gonna start tying in the word,
Okay.
and then we'll talk about how we can do the down. So like place and down are very similar in the sense that they're both for an extended period of time or for however long you need it, except place is more lenient.
Okay.
You know, places sit, stand, lay down, chew on a bone, play with a toy, I don't care, just do not step off of the area. Whereas this is lay down, you can't sit, you can't stand, it's super strict, okay? So we'll go ahead, and what we're gonna do is on this next batch of 5, is you're gonna put very light hand pressure, and we're gonna rely solely on the remote as much as possible. So if like, let's say she's not responding to 12, go to 15 and 18 and try to do it all through the remote, okay? What are we at currently?
I was at 10.
Okay. Keep the hand static. Tap. And press. And once you make contact, you want to just keep it steady.
Okay.
Because removing your hand is what's telling her, you just did what I want. Right? So if I touch and I tap and she lays down and I remove my hand and the pressure, she's going, oh, okay, that was it.
Pulling up on the leg.
Exactly. Pulling up and then relaxing as soon as she gets to that sit position. There you go. 3 more.
Right.
Good. 2 more.
Right. Is she like trying to snap at my arm?
No.
Okay. Okay. I didn't.
You mean because she
think
keeps turning her mouth over?
Yeah. Okay, Frank.
There you go. And praise. And a girl. We'll hold it right there, okay? We're gonna relax for a moment.
Okay.
So, easier.
Yeah.
Right? So now that it's more straightforward, we're gonna start adding in that cue.
Okay.
There was something else on the side. Oh, if you put too much hand pressure, then yes, you may create like that. Okay? Because she's saying too much.
Right.
That's why you have to balance it out. You have the pressure of the hand pushing down plus the e-collar, right?
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, go down low, start with a little bit of pressure, and then I gradually increase it until I get the position that I'm wanting.
Okay.
And then once I release it, I slowly start to wean away how much I'm having to do and getting it more so solely on the press of the button.
Okay.
So most people assume if you teach the dog down and then you put the remote on and you tell them, you know, down and they don't do it, that you're supposed to punish them. That's not how it works. Okay. If you do it that way, if anything, it's going to bring the dog out of position. Okay. It's going to make them want to pop up.
Okay.
So that's why we're shaping it through the remote. So everything that we've done, like the sand in place, right? We use the leash pressure, the tapping, and she's like, what do I do? She hops on, it goes away. Oh, okay, that was the answer.
Yeah.
Is you're using the pressure to guide her into what she's supposed to do, but the remote is ultimately what's motivating her to do so. Okay?
Yeah.
So this is why, like, how I build off-leash reliability stuff is as soon as I start to see the dog responding to it, I try to wean away the training wheels as early as possible. Because if we keep them on for too long, then she becomes dependent on it. Okay? So let's go ahead and tell her break or release.
Break.
And then what we're going to do is now we're going to start incorporating that word down.
Okay.
So you're going to cue the word down first.
Okay.
And then I'm going to have you tap to see if it'll push her into position. If we don't see a response without the hand, if we don't see a response with that second or third tap, you'll continue to tap at a slow rhythm, but then you'll add in the hand pressure. Okay?
Yeah. Down.
Yeah. Wait a moment and praise.
Good girl.
Kind of sang that one.
Me? I am a singer. Studied music in undergrad, Jesse. Called it.
I studied for a little bit too. Like, I was gonna be a music teacher.
Really?
But I sucked at music, so now I'm a dog trainer.
Nice. Teacher. All that matters.
Still a
My mom
teacher,
was
yeah.
a science teacher. Down.
Wait, yeah, hold on.
Girl.
On the next one, we're gonna delay a little bit. Because you saw how she fidgeted?
Yeah.
Right? So that movement tells me that when she heard the word down, she was like kind of thinking like, I know I'm supposed to do something. Okay? So what we're gonna do on this next one is once you cue the down, I'm gonna have you wait a second. Okay? We're gonna refrain from the hand.
Okay.
We're gonna do the taps to see if she can figure it out through the taps.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay. Break. Break. Down.
Tap. Wait a moment. Tap. Tap. Yep. 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 Wait a moment. Yep. Now a little bit of hand pressure. And what's your number currently?
15.
15, good. Go ahead and release her. And we're gonna scoot down with you.
Okay, great.
This guy's just fucking throwing the ball. Right, good. And you're gonna repeat. Down.
I don't even.
So here, lightly pull up. Yep. Okay, wait a moment. You're gonna cue the word down.
Down.
Wait a moment. Yep. There, and praise.
Girl.
Atta girl.
Good girl, you're so smart.
And break, good.
Great.
We're gonna try that. We're gonna try the same way, see if we can get it with just that word, okay?
Down.
Wait a moment. Yeah. There.
Good
Praise.
girl. Thank you. Okay, great.
3 more.
Down.
Good.
Girl. Oh, she's just gonna think it's like going on her back.
2 more.
Okay, great. She can roll over. Down.
Good.
Good girl.
Last one.
Great.
And we're gonna keep her, once you're down her in this one, we're gonna keep her in the position, okay?
Okay. Down.
Good. So, see that fast transition, right?
Yeah.
So, because she already had a baseline of it, it was just figuring out how are we gonna get her to interpret the pressure and go down, okay? Once we got that figured out, little by little, weaning away that hand and going to the word, okay? So by reversing and going down, tapping, and then hand pressure, it was forcing her to figure it out faster. Most people want to jump to the hand right away. And if you do that, again, it's the training wheels, she's going to become more dependent on it. Okay? So, when it comes to the down, I personally do not care about aesthetics. Okay? All these off these dogs make me
Well, one came up to her and licked her face the other day, and she
yeah,
didn't
tell
do
me about it.
anything. And I was like, why can't you do this every time? That would be nice. It was like definitely integrated.
So, the way she lays down doesn't matter to me.
Okay.
Whether she's on her side, on her back. Right now she's gonna relax down. She's got her hips rolled over and all that.
Yeah.
I care about the function.
Okay.
So like, let's say, you know, you down her and she's on her back, but she'll be there for 45 minutes. That's what I care about.
Yeah.
Okay.
She wants to on her back.
Yeah. So perfectly fine by me.
Okay.
The last client asked me, and it was a really good question. She's like, "What if the dog gets up and readjusts and things like that?" Okay. And that happens. Like my pit does that, but my pit will hold it forever.
Yeah.
So I go, yeah, sure. If you're gonna be there for a really long time, I don't care. And plus, I know she's not gonna break the position. I know she's just readjusting.
Right.
So like for Elsa, if she's doing a long period of time and she's in the down, and you see her stand up, because it's family pet, I just watch. And I go, what are you gonna do next? If she gets up, stretches, and walks away, then we need to correct that. Okay.
Right.
Where I would start tapping, grab her leash, lead her back in the general area. I wouldn't repeat the command. I would tap and put pressure to get her to go back into a musical note without the word. Okay. If we find she gets up, rotates, and lays back down again, you're good. Okay, because we know she's gonna go back into it. She'll hold it for another hour. Great, you have a functional down command. Not to say it's gonna be always like that. Like I'm sure she's gonna make a mistake and try to walk around at one point, but you'll just correct. But then she'll figure out like, oh, okay, cool. I can readjust. I just cannot walk away. Down is meant for duration, like I mentioned. So you can do 30 minutes, 15 minutes, 2 hours, whatever length of time you want.
Okay.
And the duration from place command and down command kind of overlap. So if she can do this, place should be easy.
Yeah.
This is a lot more strict. Okay? She can't sit up, she can't stand up, she has to hold that position. Whereas with place, she just has to hold the perimeter. Okay? So when you're working with her, don't think you have to do like 2 hours of place and 2 hours of down in the day.
Yeah.
Pick one.
Okay.
You know? And if anything, I would start opting more for the down because it is so strict and a lot harder to do. Because it'll make the place a lot easier. Okay. Questions more about this?
So I should have her in town for like 2 hours during the day?
Whatever you is going to be applicable to you.
Oh.
Okay. So like if it's, yeah, I would take Elsa some like, you know, to a restaurant with me, and I'm going to be there for an hour and a half. You want that extended time frame.
Right.
Okay. And I always tell everyone, if you're going to take your dog somewhere, like let's say a friend's house or something where there's a lot more going on,
Yeah.
and she's going to be in stationary command for a longer period, is like let's say she would be at the restaurant and down for like an hour and a half. Then in the home, I would do 2 to 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Okay, not every day, but I would practice it somewhat regularly.
Okay.
So because you're making it more complicated by decreasing the length of time to compensate for the fact that at the restaurant there's going to be food,
Right.
people, possibly other dogs, distractions, sounds, noises, right? Is you can kind of bridge that gap by doing a longer period of time to make that easier. Okay? The way I look at these commands is if I know I'm going to be more distracted, or I want to like, let's say for,
Yeah.
if like, let's say you're going to go to brunch with some friends and you want to enjoy brunch and not worry about what is Elsa doing,
Yeah.
out of your place. Because it's lenient. It's like, okay, I know she's under control, but I don't have to worry about her being like this perfectly, right?
Okay.
And if it's like, I'm going to go to the park and like sit down and eat or something, you get down right your feet because you're not too distracted. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
So that's why I look at those two commands. If you place Elsa, you wouldn't down her. Okay? Or I recommend you don't, or if you do, you just want to recognize that she's in a down, not in a place. Because a lot of people do that. They'll place the dog, then down them, and then forget the dog is down. So if the dog stands up or sits up, they're thinking, oh, the dog's in place. Like, they can do that. Like, no, because sit down, right? Your new command overrides your old command, even if it's the same command. So if you said place and then place again, that's a new place that you've started. So if she ever got off of the bed and you repeated the cue, even if she goes back, not taught her not get off, you simply reset. Okay? So it's a small little detail, but it's a mistake that a lot of people make, and it affects the training. They'll complain like, why does my dog keep getting up? Keep saying down. Say it once and then reinforce it, and the dog learns once I'm down, if I get up, there's an automatic correction. Okay? Questions about that?
As far as having her remote collar on for an extended period of time, then is that fine? How long?
You just every 2 hours you want to rotate it.
Every 2 hours?
And she's on the long hair growth, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so every 2 hours you just want to rotate it.
Okay.
If she's like in water, I recommend rotating like more frequently, like every hour.
Okay.
Like especially if it's in the summer. If it's humid, plus you have to see has the heat,
Yeah.
the body heat and the collar, is that can potentially cause a faster level of what's the word? Irritation, yeah.
Okay.
Irritation, yeah. I knew it was an I word.
Okay.
Yeah, because she's got the moisture, she's got the heat, she's got her body heat, and it just builds up right there. So then I suggest rotating every hour. But if it's like, you know, like this, like every 2 hours should be fine. I do recommend that people check their dog's neck just in case. Because you can't, every dog's neck is different with their sensitivity. Like I got a dog right now that she has to rotate every half an hour. And he'll get pressure sore. And I was like, send me pictures. And she's like, yeah, this is what I've been doing. And I'm like, wow, I'm like, yeah, that's crazy. Like your dog just has a really like sensitive skin. So there's also a comfort pad, so she's getting that. But I like, it would be fairly noticeable. Like you would see like she'd have bald spots.
Oh.
Or they would be scabbing,
Oh.
you know, from the irritation.
Yeah.
So just keep an eye on that. But yeah, I always tell everybody double check just in case, and not just assume like the dog's gonna be fine. As long as you're using this different spot as well every time you use it, because if you always use the left, you know, side of her chin,
Yeah.
it's the same thing as like putting it on the leaving on the same spot all day.
Okay.
Okay. Other questions? Let's go ahead and release her here,
Okay. Great.
and we'll do a few more of the just the downs to the with the verbal cue.
Okay. Down.
And praise, add a girl.
Great.
One more.
Great. Down. girl. Good girl. Yeah, for whatever reason, she like hated doing it. Down.
Yeah.
Good girl.
Two more.
Right. Go on. Right. Down. I'm not singing it anymore. Down. Oh, I did.
Keep it down, tap, yep. Tap. And you can use your leash to kind of pull her away. There she goes. There she goes. At a girl.
And when she's itching like that, that's normal.
Yeah, she's just trying to avoid the collar.
Down. Good
Very good.
girl. Am I itching for you? Okay. Yes, you're welcome.
Excellent. So this exercise, because it's so repetitive,
Yeah.
2 times a day, 2 to 3 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, because it's super redundant. Down, break, down, break, down, break, right? Once you feel Elsa's got a very good concept of it, I just go to application. Down, boom, and then you reinforce it
Okay.
whatever period of time that you're trying to do.
Okay.
Much like the place command, you would start with this with her nearby. So like let's say you're gonna work from home or like you're gonna watch TV and you're gonna sit on the couch and stuff, you're gonna be there for a bit.
Yeah.
Instead of doing place, you can do down.
Yeah.
You down her, you step on the leash, 30 minutes goes by, you start to feel pressure on the leash going up, that's telling you, hey, she's trying to stand up. I go to correct, no repeat, to see if she'll self-correct. She lays back down again, perfect, go back to watching the movie, the show.
Okay.
If she doesn't lay down, just very slow rhythm, don't rush it. Because if you try to rush it, it's gonna make her jump around,
Okay.
okay? If you ever tap her and she like kind of bucks or like jumps back, too much power, dip it down, okay? And then gradually work your way back up again.
Okay.
Because if you do too much power at this stage, it's gonna make her wanna run away,
Okay.
okay?
Oh.
No, you're fine.
So, on the couch, she just loves to sit on my lap all the time. So I can just have her down, further down on the couch, have her stay there, or should I do it where she's like below?
I would do it at your feet for this week.
On
And
the
then,
ground.
yeah, or until you feel like she's got it really good,
Okay.
and then try it like beside you.
Okay.
But don't be surprised if you try to do it beside you and she tries to like crawl over to you.
Yeah, that's
So that's
usually
it. That's
what-
all. Yeah. Because once you've done
She's
this for
a lap dog.
yes. So once you've done this a few times
Yeah.
where you feel like she's pretty solid on the hold, then I can try it to my side because you like sitting down next to her is going to be a temptation.
Right.
She's going to want to come and like step
Yeah.
okay? Kind of similar to the place command, if you're going to get up, at this stage you want to release her first, then get up to go,
Right.
so
Yeah,
that you
I've
avoid the
been
whole
doing that
pattern.
with their bed.
Yeah, it's the same thing with the down command as well.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
I wouldn't try to do this from like a distance from you, because this is more difficult, right? So then you'll find yourself, if you try to do it like across the room from you, you're going to be constantly walking back and forth to correct her.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
For your place command, you can now, because that one would be kind of like phase 2, is if you place her and like let's say she's at your feet or whatever, and you're gonna get up, with the place command you can now get up and go without releasing her. Okay, because now she's had a number of corrections that if she tries to break the position, you can remote her to correct her. I would still leave leash on just in case she tries to book it, if you have a means of getting her. And then coming back and she should hold still. Okay. With the down command, you're going to be at phase 1, which is if you're going to get up, you release her first, then get up and do your thing. Okay. Questions?
I know you talked about trying out the 127 one time. When should I
Do it already?
I didn't do it yet. You told me to wait.
More time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get that recall to be pretty, like really solid.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah.
Because you go one of two ways: 127 return, or 127 run away. And of course, she's going to be in the long range.
Yeah.
But it's 127 run away, and then 127 until she comes back. Okay, so it's going to suck because you have to make a response to it.
Right.
Because realistically speaking, if you have to do that, you're not going to have the option to get down.
Right. Right.
Right? So it's going to suck, not just for her, but for you. Like, it's
Yeah.
going to be like, do you know what you're going to do? It's going to emotionally suck her, all that stuff. You don't want to hurt her. But I do this for a good reason. It's the only command that I care to do that. Every other command, I'm like, whatever.
Right.
But this one, yeah. And actually, I was with a client, Tuesday, on Sunday. at Palmer Square, and someone set off a firework during our training session.
Oh, really?
Yeah, at the very beginning, and the dog just wanted to run away.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, this sucks, but now I'm going to show you how to work with your dog in this kind of setting. So
Right.
it had its benefit, just wasn't annoying.
Yeah.
But yeah, like nobody, like it's September,
Yeah.
you know, and it's like and they set off like a good handful of them, and then
Oh,
they
wow.
started popping balloons.
Oh, wow.
So like the first like 5 minutes of the session was just like the
Jeez,
dog going
chaos.
crazy.
Oh my
It
God.
wasn't too bad, but you know, I showed them how to de-escalate her with the remote, how to calm her down, the most that we can expect in a setting like that. And then we continue to work with her, and she calmed down throughout the session. But yeah, so more time, more practice with the recall and stuff. And probably, because what is this for you? Like 7? 8?
7, yeah.
7? Yeah. So we
Yeah.
got 5 more,
Yeah.
maybe 2 or 3 more weeks.
Okay.
You know, just practice. So that this way, when you do the 127s, like when I did it with my pit, it was an immediate return.
Yeah.
Like she yipped and she won like 180 straight switches.
Right.
Cool. Like I didn't have to go through all that BS.
Right.
Same thing with my Chihuahua, because we got it too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So, and he's 8 pounds, so he's still alive today.
Okay. That's good. She's tough. She's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I've been letting her chase after squirrels,
Uh-huh.
like on break, or 2 breaks. I've been trying that. But then, like when we're walking, I raise the number for like walks with squirrels, so like that's
Oh,
fine.
sure.
So she like knows that when she's healed, like she cannot chase squirrels
Gotcha.
at all, right?
Yeah.
That's like
Well,
fair.
yeah, she's on
I
the
feel
command,
like it's
she's
unfair
working.
for me to. Okay.
So what I told you was when the dogs walked in, when they're under command, there's no gray area.
Yeah.
Because like you may like one day if you're like, oh sure, I'll let you like, you know, stalk squirrels as we walk, like she's not gonna differentiate
Right.
why that day or understand the reasoning.
Right.
So it's when she's working, it's off limits, and then when you release her, she can have at it. You know, she's not gonna hold a grudge or anything like that.
Yeah. Okay.
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 Other questions?
Nope.
So good job, easy stuff. So just add this to the stuff that you practice in the home,
Okay.
and then next class and going forward will most likely be all long leash stuff,
Okay.
and we're gonna start practicing everything. And I'll give you exercises to do to like start building your offensive liability. Okay.
Cool.
Anything else?
Sounds good. Nope.
Right.
Everybody should be here soon. So.
Oh, is this where you guys are meeting?
I think so. I think that's what time is it? At 6:30?
6:23.
Okay.
So I felt bad because she came to the walk on Saturday.
Oh, I know. She texted. She's like, "Did you go to the walk?" And I was like, "Well, no, it's on the Instagram." I was good. She's like, "Oh yeah, yeah, she went."
She showed up and she texted me. She's like, "You guys walk today?" I'm like, "Nope, I posted it at 6 o'clock." So.
I know. I woke up and then I went back to bed. I'm sure.
Yeah, if you need anything else, let us know.
Okay.
Otherwise, we'll see you in a week.
Okay.
Okay.
Or you'll see her tomorrow.
Oh yeah,
Right?
tomorrow. That's right. She's coming.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then just bring her stuff, her food, her muzzle, and everything,
Okay.
and then my guys will try to socialize her as much as possible.
Okay. That sounds good.
Okay. Awesome. Thank
Cool.
you.
Thanks, Jesse.